Hi everybody, welcome to the dungeon. My name is Robin and today is Lampworking 101.71. Today, to start this new year out, I am going to be making some glass on wire components, and these are a lot of fun. They're very simple to do. All you need is to have wire and something to hold it with. I have done a little bit of experimenting and I am ready to share what I found with you guys on this issue. Let's go ahead and get right into it. And I hope you're all doing safe and well out there as always. And happy 2023, and we'll see you next time in the dungeon. Okay, so I've started out with a copper wire, and I want to make sure that I have a wire cutter as well. And I'm going to cut these down into like however long, 1, 2, 3-inch pieces, however long you need them to be. And because it's powder coated, you can either burn off the powder coating or you can scrape it off ahead of time. Now I have a rod holder from France Art Glass, and it works great for any size rod or wire. Okay, so the rod holder is a little cumbersome because it has this handle on the end which throws the weight of it off. But you know, I just had to make it work for me. So I burnt off the powder coating, which is fine as long as you have good ventilation in your studio. You don't have to scrape off that powder coating. Well, hopefully you'll just get copper wire without the powder coating on it. Either way, I'm going to heat up my white glass and add a little blob to the end of the wire. And before I do that, I want to make sure the wire has a little bit of a red hotness to it. And it will cool down fast, so make sure it's nice and hot so your glass will stick to it. And you can build up the amount of glass you want by adding a little bit, letting it cool down, adding a little bit more, and so on and so on. Here I just added as much as I could in one wrap, and I'm just rounding it out. And on top of this, just on one side, I want to add a little dot of some color. We're going to use a grass green here. Okay, so I'm just heating that in. I'm going to flatten this out with my little mini mashers. Again, just being careful not to overheat the wire itself. Flatten it down with my shaky hands. And then I'm going to go back into the flame so I can pick up on the other side some iris yellow frit. And this frit really looks great on white. It kind of changes color. It's kind of an unexpected outcome of that frit. And I'm just going to heat things up, and I thought I would use a leaf press to go ahead and give it some texture. And once I have that on there, I will go ahead and heat everything up nice and gentle and go ahead and start to pull it out. Just the very tip. I want to have a leaf shape here, something organic. I'm going to add a little bit more here. I'm going to add a couple little black dots and start to heat and melt all of that in. And because I already have my shape established, I want to really be careful not to overheat anything. I'm just heating it up enough to flatten those little dots down, and then I will add a little dot to the very bottom. I have to say, when I watch myself flame work, I get a little stressed out. All right, anyway, so I'm just going to heat everything up and very gently curl the edge just a little bit, and I'm done. That's it. It only took me a few minutes to make this piece, and I'm going to throw it right into my annealer. Now the next one, I use a slightly different piece of wire. This is a silver coated or silver plated copper wire head pin, and it's a 4-inch long head pin that I bought. I got a whole bag of these, like 100 of them, so I figured might as well give them a try. And they do work, except you have to be really careful because the wire is really, really thin here. It's easy to overheat this wire. So all I'm doing is just flattening it out, putting a few dots on it, and that is it. These components can be very, very simple. And what's great about this is it can be really simple, but if you have a lot of them, or just one, it can really look beautiful. I'm just gonna heat this up and flatten it out one more time, and that's it. You'll notice the copper, or the wire here, when I pull out, it's really long. It's a 4-inch long head pin, and the heat doesn't transfer all the way, so I can grab it with my fingers. And we're gonna make another component. And this is going to be the same thing, just the opposite. A really thin disc of white with a few little black dots on it. And these are going to go really nice together in the end product. Okay, I'm just going to heat those up and flatten them again. And now we're ready for our final component piece. And I don't know, but I kept thinking, well, what if I want the glass on, in the center of 2 pieces of wire? So what I did was I add a little bit of white to one side of this wire, and I am really being careful not to overheat the wire. And once I have this little tiny bit of white on, what I'm gonna do is just round it out. And I'm going to grab the other head pin, and I will just heat it up a tiny, tiny bit and push it into the other part of the glass. Just push it right in there. And I am above the flame when I do this. I know it's kind of hard to tell. So I pushed, and then right before I put it away, I'm actually tugging on it a little bit to make sure that it really did stick in there, and that's it. So now I have a bead in the center, which is great. Okay, let me show you some failures, because this is important too. Like, a lot of times when I did this, I would just overheat the wire and it would just completely fall off. You know, it's like I'm really trying to heat up the glass, but I noticed that you can't do it that much or this will happen to you. I'll go ahead and flatten this one out, and immediately it falls right off. So, make sure you have plenty of wire to work on. And look at all the things that you can make. So over the last week, I've been just working away on all of these fun little items on the wire. And what I have here is the earrings ready to go and put together. And you can see I have some jump rings that are really handy. And I'm going to start out with one jump ring. Everything else I kind of, I cut down and rounded. So I'm going to add some components here. This one I already have a jump ring on because I want it to hang a little lower than everything else. Then I'll add my white disc. Now, depending on how you turn those little bits of wire, it will configure itself one way or the other. So you want to make sure that when you turn the wire into your little loops, it is turned the right way. However, the wire is soft enough that if you need to manipulate it later on, you can. Okay, looks good. So all we need to do is put on our little earring, and then we'll be done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of glass on wire demonstration, and have fun, make a whole bunch of stuff. And if you have any questions, let me know. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching to the end. Thanks so much. These are great. I just love the way they looked. All right, you guys, take care. We'll see you next time.